Hello VOD. And let's start off immediately with a dink water from Matt. Cheers. Instead of water, to mark this lovely season, I have some apple cider. Cheers. Hello Auroris with the prime sub. 3 months. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. How are you doing? All right, let's get started. So, actually, you know what? I'm feeling fancy, and it's also cold in my room, so we're gonna turn on shaders, warm up the whole place. So today, I did some more processing on my own of just like random stuff. We have a lot of resources now. All of the Kanthal got cooked out, and I have all of the stuff ready to do Kanthal Coils, which is one of our next goals. So let's get that in the oven. Also did a lot of like processing of random aluminum stuff and steel and all of that. So all of that will be coming very soon. But let's put this in our advanced assembler. The recipe for Kanthal coils is this, and liquid copper. Why are you progressing so quickly? I barely have the MV assembler and MV laser engraver. Well, I gotta get out of this early tier and get going. So another thing I wanted to do was upgrade this area because it looks a little bit sad. So we're gonna do a couple of small like visual things just to make it look a little bit better. One thing that I had an idea for was we could put frame boxes underneath these EBFs and just like have them supported like that. So that's my first order of business. And yeah, how is everyone doing today? I have also started Moni Let's Go. We've got like a whole crew of people doing Moni now. It's a good pack. It's a very good pack. Shout out to Pansmith. Shout out to the Academy. All right. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, let's put this away first. I don't want this terracotta in my inventory. So, we need to make some frame boxes. I wonder, or what are they called in this? And is there a wrought iron version of it? Is it really not a frame box? I swear. Frame. It's just a frame. Interesting. Okay. HSLA, we've got Invar, stainless steel. All of these are very expensive for me right now. I think steel would be the best if I can't find anything a little bit easier. There's bronze, but that's not exactly the color I'm looking for. I guess I could sacrifice some steel for frames. That feels really wasteful, but it's not wasteful if it's for aesthetics, right? Let's see what a couple of steel frames look like. Doing a run in a single biome world, wooded badlands. That sounds fun. It's like almost a GOG challenge, but not really. So I haven't been figuring out music recently. I need to get on some vibe that I'm just not understanding. A little bit of Steve Lacy should do the trick, maybe. And Lolmat says, good, did some work on Moni, now some progress on my latest music project. Oh, do tell. I'm also doing a little bit of a music project. Okay, so the third thing I wanted to do while we were doing all of this stuff is I really want to upgrade my naphtha setup. So it's good right now. It works. I put in the raw oil and it gets me the naphtha. There's two upgrades that I want to do to this. The first of this is that in order to treat the sulfuric naphtha, you need to desulfurize it with hydrogen gas, which creates hydrogen sulfide. You can use this and electrolyze it and loop it straight back. So I think the hydrogen comes back in full. And then as a byproduct, you get excess sulfur. So that's the first thing I want to do, establish a loop of hydrogen. and we can figure out hydrogen sulfide. And then the second thing I want to do is that my fluid storage options are not great. So there's another way that we store oil, and that is with oil sands. And I had the idea, if we're just centrifuging this oil sands into raw oil anyway, what if we just made an auto centrifuge and put a drawer full of oil sands dust that way, instead of like having to move the raw oil to the thing and like all the fluid storage stuff, I just store the oil as oil sands dust. So that's the second thing we're gonna do. So I think the first two things we have to do is centrifuge, and that's easy. Centrifuge and what's the other one? Electrolyzer. We are missing gold wire, and I need to make 3 of these casings. Gold wire 1 times. It's been a while. Do we have like thick gold wire? No, okay. Hello, Rotid. How's it going, my friend? My past few projects have been just recreating songs I like. Right now I'm doing Malibu Pier by the Living Tombstone. Wow. I haven't thought about the Living Tombstone in a little brick. Har, 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 har. Okay, so now that we have that, we need 2 more combustion generators. This will allow us to run our recipes. So let's get 4 steel gears in the extruder is 32 steel. Youch. Youch. At least we have an extruder for this nowadays. And while that's cooking, we can check back up on our frame boxes real quick and get this going a little better. Do some aesthetic things. I love juggling multiple different things at once, actually. It's part of the best part of this pack is being able to, or any GregTech pack for that matter, is being able to have a goal, but then like mix and match what you're actually doing. Okay, I think that's starting to look a whole lot better. And let's put some stairs in and maybe even like a floor. Cereal burial, I'm serious. What do we want for floor, chat? The deep slate tiles, I really like them, but I feel like I'm using them as like siding and stuff, like all this structural blocks. Maybe I go for like stone brick or smooth stone slab. I know, very creative, but like, gotta do something. Oh, that actually gives me an opportunity to reuse some of these steel thingies. I don't like the 2 slabs. Is there not just for like regular smooth stone? Can you not put frames on wires like you can with pipes? I have no idea. That's not a GTNH feature that I know of. Let's see. Okay, well, I just learned something new today. Thank you. That's pretty cool. That looks just a fraction better than it did before. So I will take that in a heartbeat. And what were we doing in the meantime? Oh, let's make the rest of our components. We need 2 LV electric pistons each. That's a lot of motors that we're gonna need. So we'll need steel rod, small steel gears. Let's do another half a stack of steel right down the drain. There is full smooth stone? Okay, perfect. I thought there was. I didn't know for a fact. And then there's our small gear mold. Remember that the extruder can only be effectively used in MV. Otherwise, it's kind of fake. It's not real. Let's do a batch of smooth stone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7. Can't count. All right, 4 electric pistons, which sets us back just a little bit. And we just need 1 more motor, which, surprisingly enough, all we need is fine copper wire, which I'm going to take that in a heartbeat. Jeez. Hello, Brochacho. How's it going, my friend? What's good, bro? How's it going? My plan is to set up an oil fluid rig in the void dimension to power my MV grid, then do AE2, then some passive lines like Cobbleworks and Poly. That's pretty much exactly what I'm feeling as well. I want to get this Multismelter, and then I want to get stuff for AE2 set up today. Just enough stuff that when we move next stream to the end fully, we'll be happy. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. We will need to figure out power, but I guess the oil sands will probably hold us for longer than we care to think about. All right, one thing at a time though. Let's set up this basic centrifuge. I'm gonna do this and then the combustion gen right here, and we'll get some naphtha in that gen and point it straight up into the centrifuge. And then I'm gonna go over here and auto output. I think we need a circuit for raw oil. I think we need circuit 1, so let's put that in. And then I'm gonna just get a drawer here, and we're just gonna fill it with oil sands. Why? There is an upgrade for these drawers that allows it to like auto output downward, but I forget what that is. Is that the pusher upgrade? Okay, yeah, I can do that. Get down, 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 down. So here's going to be our drawer that I destroyed it. Whoops. Here's another drawer. And then in this, we will put a, nope. We will put a utility pusher upgrade down. And that is going to do everything we need. So then we just grab our oil sands from wherever. And pop that in. And then we should start auto centrifuging, which I'm going to silence. Doesn't seem to want to be silenced. Oh, it's the, okay. And now we're getting raw oil. Lovely. So I would love to get a drawer key to lock this drawer. Is there such thing as a drawer key? What is this drawer from? Functional storage. Bronze, there's a bunch of upgrades. Collector upgrade, puller, pusher, void, redstone, creative ending. I don't see how I'm supposed to lock this drawer. Linking tool. You're right. We do need to worry about the sand that the oil sands makes. I guess what I could do is actually make this a double drawer and then have it auto output the items upward. That's like kind of a cursed solution, but I don't hate it. Configurator. Config tool. Ah, well, thank you guys. Okay. Maybe let's grab a double drawer and do that. It seems like the easiest way to solve this dilemma. Oh, but then it'll try putting sand in the input bus. I guess I could just have it auto-output some other direction. It's going through sand so slowly anyway. We'll be fine. We'll be alright. Let's make that config tool, though. Paper. No fucking paper. Pick in your basket, you bastard. I'm Anna Manson. We're one paper down. And thank you, Nell Online. How's it going? Alright, let's try this janky-ass config tool. Okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you just lock it. It's as simple as that. Alright, let's also try setting up the other portion of this, where I want to recycle the hydrogen sulfide into our, right, like back into our system. And I think the way I'm gonna do that is with a pipe. So I thought about this a while ago. Let's do combustion gen here, silence that, electrolyzer here, and we'll need a filter to take out the hydrogen sulfide, and because it's already auto-distributing the naphtha to the drum, we'll need a pump to actually pull out of this chem reactor. Can I ask the song name? This is Rigor Mortis by Kendrick Lamar. One of my old favorites. I grew up on this when I was in like high school and a little bit younger. One of my older friends introduced it to me once, and then I was like, I don't know, at first I didn't like it, and then I slowly understood his wisdom and got hooked. And I'm very thankful that he introduced me to the more music like Kendrick Lamar and Tyler the Creator and all those people, because I would have been so lost in the sauce without this. Potent pipe. We'll need a pump of some kind. I'll take the ULV one because this probably doesn't need to be quick. And then a fluid filter, which let's see if we can make it. We need zinc foils. Do we have zinc, chat? You're seeing him live in December? Let's go. That's huge. Okay, I know I have some type of zinc. Okay, that works. Zinc dust, yep. I love this song so much. I know Sunflower is like a popular song, but I really enjoy it. Wait, what are we saying? Lapis plate? I have the, oh my god, what is going on here? I have I have some type of lapis plate, I think, because I made a fluid filter before, so. Calling it quits now, baby, alright. Hello, Solarius, how are you doing, my friend? Alright, let's hook all of this up. So we'll put the fluid filter in the back here. And I'm going to drag hydrogen sulfide, and that's going to be a filter extract, I think. I'm not really sure how the directionality of these filters works. I'm going to put the pump on this face, and this is going to go import. And that's looking good. We've got hydrogen sulfide coming out of that pipe, and it's getting put directly into our electrolyzer. Lovely. I'm gonna make it face this direction. And then, yeah, I guess the last thing to do is to loop back this hydrogen, sorry, yeah, actually the hydrogen with this pipe here by auto outputting. And then we just get excess sulfur, which we can auto output upwards, I guess. How do this always confuses me. I mean, okay, if that works, that works. Why is there hydrogen gas in here? What did I do? There you go. I have no clue how we got hydrogen gas in the input, but I'm not even gonna ask at this point. The new GT textures look so good, but confuse the hell out of me. I'm so hip to this. I actually like very consistently get confused on like what's what. Like all of these ingots look exactly the same. And hello, Azuna, with the party of 11. Thank you for the raid, my friend. I popped in earlier and said hello. And I did see what you guys were up to, but how was the rest of base building and crafting today? How did the rest of your stream go, my friend? Beryllium ingot is so tasty looking. You know, actually, I see it. I see it. That looks pretty good. It almost looks like chlorophyte, like from Terraria. Okay, let's put our spruce drawer on top here. And there's our sulfur. Lovely. So all we need to do is just get a whole fuck ton of oil sands. And that will turn into raw oil. And then everything's golden now. We're actually like... We're way up on naphtha. So life is pretty good right now. Let's shout out to Azuna. I don't know how to do commands. Shout out Azuna. There we go. The wardrobe expansion. I'm just wearing this, and you know what? As soon as I take off my sweatshirt, it's all over. I think drawers hold contents when broken. I mean, one way to find out. Yo! That almost seems overpowered, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That seems like it could be abused. But I guess who's doing that in this pack, right? Alrighty, so I do believe we must have gotten our Kanthal Coils. So let's pick up our 16 Kanthal Coils, which allows us to move to the next step of the quest book. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't catch up with Azuna. Assembly line worked. Oh, let's go. You're in LUV already. That's a little bit farther than I was expecting. How could that be abused? That's a good question. I could, instead of backpacks, just use drawers and just like pick them up and put them in my backpack. That's pretty janky though. I don't think anyone's actually doing that. Alrighty, let's do our little renovation. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys a little something too. We might as well claim this while we're here. Here's a bunch of stainless steel ingots, almost 2 stacks that I cooked up the last couple nights while I've been playing on my own. Still IV? Oh, you're going page by page, Azuna. Okay. That's insane. Also, yeah, NVT corruption is a thing that occurs if you put too much data into one chunk or inventory. It's generally not a good thing. There's like limits on that. Alright, let's throw these bad boys down. We get some tasty new coils. And then this allows us to smelt silicon. So I'm gonna do, let's see how many ingots we need. I'm also gonna zoom in a little because this is pretty hard to see. Silicon in its solid form is required to produce transistors, which are required for HV circuits. Notice that the recipe for a silicon ingot calls for 2273 Kelvin. This is why we built Kanthal coils earlier. Cooper nickel coils can't reach that temperature. So yeah, let's chuck in our silicon dust. I don't really know how much I need. Am I crazy, chat? Why is it glowing? I mean, I guess it glows orange. It should be glowing white. You should make one of the iron jetpacks. I feel like I can make angel rings soon, no? Is there, like, rose gold is fine, energetic alloy, fine. We can make capacitors. I feel like being janky is fine for now. All right, there's our first silicon ingot, which we use for SMD, no, transistors. I don't know what a transistor IRL is. What does a transistor do IRL? Kelvin is linear with Celsius, so I like it. Okay. I am not a scientist enough to fuck with Kelvin like that, but I appreciate the love of the game. All right, silicon plate, fine tin wire, liquid polyethylene. Should be a walk in the park. Tin wire is a new one, actually, I think. Or actually, I have the recipe. Fine tin wire. Why did it say 6 fine tin wire? Because if it said 6, I'm going to be a little bit upset. 6? What is this gross ass recipe? Kelvin equals Celsius plus 273.15. You know, I learned something the other day because the Fibonacci sequence is very close to the golden ratio, which also, the golden ratio happens to be very similar to the conversion between miles and kilometers. So if you can find two close Fibonacci numbers, like side by side twins, you can actually make like miles to kilometers conversions in your head. So for example, 8 and 13, 8 miles equals around 13 kilometers. It's totally weird, useless knowledge that I just find very fun. I think Fahrenheit has its place, guys. I think you guys are sleeping on Fahrenheit. It's like, it's a good human temperature, you know? Like, how are humans gonna do in this temperature? And that's where you have Fahrenheit. All right, where is our polyethylene? Oh, there is our polyethylene. Hello, 3. What the fuck is a kilometer? Rah! Okay, there's our transistor, our MV recipe. And this is the last thing we need to make our HV tier 3 circuits. Let's go grab everything else we need to chuck in our circuit assembler haphazardly. Dude, I like metric as a concept, but Fahrenheit is actually kind of fire. I think you guys are sleeping on it for sure. All right, is there anything I can get rid of in this lineup? Centrifuge, no. Okay, we'll be okay. I'll just continue in my janky little way. Da-ba-dum, da-da, da-do. Yappa. Silicon can go in here. And okay. We are golden. All right, so I did make a bunch of circuits somewhere. There we go. 32 good integrated circuits. These are the MV tier ones. And now I'm gonna turn them into 16 HV circuits, which is gonna be, it's gonna be nice. We do need IC chips, which we are running suspiciously low on. That's okay, we have more than enough. We also need RAM, which we are also golden on. I need to make a couple more of these transistors, which is an option. That's something we can do. What else do we need? Fine electrum wire and annealed copper bolts. So let's go do that. I think I need to pick up some stuff to do transistors, so let's pick up that. What happens on Earth stays on Earth. Darling, I told you many times. Let me catch up with chat. Humans are 70% water, so water-based Celsius makes sense to me. Also hints the name Imperial. Oh, okay. I'm so glad I don't have morning class. I can stay for another hour. Let's go. Soldering alloy. I have tin. I have tin. Tin is gonna do it for me. All right, let's get these other two things. Electrum wire and annealed copper bolt. So we may or may not have electrum. It's pretty easy to make, I think. Yes, we do. Okay. And how much do we need? We need 8. So 2 stacks of fine electrum wire, which means 8 times 8, 16, 60. Yeah, so we need 16 ingots of electrum turned into fine wire. And then we also need the annealed copper bolts. I don't think I know. Okay, I guess we could just do extruder. 1 to 8 is fine. And then we would also need 16 annealed copper. So yeah, let's get that coppering right now. Chat, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yes, we'll make a bolt mold. Yes, I'm totally on track. Do you have any plans for Halloween costume, maybe? We were talking earlier, I want to do a Chozo cosplayer or Halloween costume. So that might happen. Chozo from JJK. I like him. But I don't know. I don't know if there are any like Halloween parties that my friends are doing. I don't like host parties because I still live at home. I don't know if I would even host parties if I didn't. I never did at college. But I might go to some if there are any. What about you? Any plans, Matt? I'm trying out your Meteor setup. You can thank Tell and all the other people who helped me set it up myself. I wouldn't say it's mine, but I do have the video on it, I suppose. And let's make that bolt extrusion. There's that, there's a rod, and then there's bolt. Big. Take 2 strangers in random predicaments. Big. I'm gonna do Hornet from Hollow Knight. That's fire. I love that. I like seeing those Hornet cosplays. They're pretty fire. Might be better if you do copper block instead of ingot. I need oxygen. I think I came to the conclusion that the difference is like negligible, right? I think it's the same amount of oxygen and the same exact amount of time. It's just it's easier to stack in the copper blocks. You can stack more copper blocks than you can do copper ingots. But I don't, yeah, like, the difference seems fairly negligible in my opinion. How can you Can use some scrap wood from a project I did to make needle. Let's go. Okay, there's our first HV circuit. We're making progress. Let's just claim it. Fuck it. Here it is. And we got to do our very common tradition with these is let's go right on top of the EBF. We throw it down. Or actually, can we draconic place things? Probably not. I guess we just need to quickly teabag on it. So Q. It's hard to twerk on this thing when it's trying to come back to me. There we go. Okay, we gave it a good twerk session. This is to, you know, appease the circuit gods. Every time you do this, it allows you to have a more smooth time in that next tier. So, take it from me. It works every time. Luckiest circuit alive. Hello, Voidbound. Yeah, I feel like I did this calculation. There is no difference. It's literally, there is one tiny benefit you can get by doing blocks to ingots, and I think the only benefit is that you can stack 64 blocks into the input bus. That's all I can think of. It's 3.15 seconds to 28.35 seconds, which is an equal time. It's the same amount of oxygen, 567 to 63. Same amount of energy used. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Okay, and now I want to do the most important thing you will ever do in your Monifactory playthrough, which is make the goddamn multi-smelter. And the reason this thing is so overpowered is because it does all the alloy smelter recipes as well. So, I am very excited for this. This has like been my overarching goal for a long, long time. Let's get everything going. I also need to find a place to put this damn thing. I think... I mean, I feel like we could put it right here, and that might be kind of nice. I'll put it facing me so I don't have to, like, do anything funky. You're up to me, and I've been playing for like 3 months. Well, I'm also unemployed and a Stargater, so... I know how to grind. Alright, so for the multi-smelter, we need a bunch of these Invar casings, input-output bus, the classic. We have coils that I'm just going to repurpose because I think they only give us heat bonuses, if that. I actually did not check the controller. Yeah, I don't... There's no indication that heat bonuses really do anything, so... Cupronickel it is. I actually have no clue if it's the same in Nomi CEU. I don't remember Nomi CEU being able to do, what's it called? Or alloy furnace recipes. That's such a huge thing. All right, let's do our input bus. We've got no chests. That's chests, that'll do. And then we can do uses, LV output bus, done. Can't wait to see you suffer at the chromatic crucible and optical circuits. There's opticals in here? I suffered with Greg Tech New Horizons opticals. Nothing can phase me anymore. This looks like peachy. 60 seconds? Dude, opticals and GTNH took like fucking thousands of seconds. This does nothing to me. Circuit assembler, that's just free. Rhodium, Naquita, yeah, oh, that's too easy. It's too easy. Let's get our muffler hatch. I'm glad I could just instacraft that. And then I think we need some more Invar stuff. So either I need to get more Invar crafting or we need to be very cautious about how we use it. I don't think we need too many casings. I gotta think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 14 casings, which means 7 of these recipes. 7 times 6 plates is 42. So we need more Invar, which is iron and nickel. Hello, Ape. I never see myself playing GTNH, but the ones that do are wizards. Oh, okay. That's... Just put that shit in the wrong machine. Oh, hello, Annie. Also, cheers again. I have my apple cider. I think GTNH players are perfectly normal with the exception that they're generally either unemployed or a little bit insane. But there's nothing special about an average GTNH player. Just a very heavy time commitment is pretty much all it is. I wish I had like a teleportation stick. I missed that. Ooh, and then I also need to find a place to put the muffler hatch. I guess Is the muffler restricted anywhere? Oh, beautiful. It's not. Big. Apple cider is very goated. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. All right, let's do some transforming and shit. Let's blow something up today. Let's grab our energetic alloy wire and our conductive iron wire. Dumpster says GTNH gives you an excuse to build pretty buildings because you'll see it for many hours. I 100% agree. That is like probably my favorite take about GTNH. You're freaking me out, bro. You're freaking me out. Okay, we'll get a transformer in here and we're gonna blow some shit up today. This is the MV input and 4 amp LV output, so that's good. Wire cutter is on its last legs. And let's make this as bad as possible, shall we? Let's point this up so it has the maximum chance of interfering with this steam boiler. Oh, that's big. We're starting off strong. All right, chat. Nothing exploded. I always hold my breath. I always do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. That's a lot fewer than I had originally thought. Katie Bear says, but my mom told me I'm special. You are, Katie Bear. You are very special. As are we all. Everyone here today, everyone not here today, is very special. Remember that. Okay, heat-proof Invar machine casing. Alright, chat, I am getting a little bit warm. I think it is time. It is time to break out the old patterns. My hair's looking so goofy today. Default skin 9. Yeah, actually though, I should put a tank top on my Minecraft character. I mean, I'm almost there. We got the long sleeve on. Alright, Invar rod, Invar plate. Grab those. Beautiful. It's 8 plus 1. That's me. Oh, and we need maintenance. How could I forget? Such an important part. I think there's a really good assembler recipe for maintenance, so let's do that. Maintenance-y. LV, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Grab that, grab this. And a cheeky little circuit 8. Don't worry, you're saving the explosion for something expensive. Everything's expensive at this era. Ooh, my god, 64 diodes for free? Alright, I think it's fucking time that I make an elevator, holy moly. I'm getting tired of this shit. Yeah, we don't have enough wool. Is there a crafting recipe for string? I forget about this. Yes, there is. Okay. Why does it look like that? Why is this string sticking up that way? Goofy ass. Are we out of ender pearls? Really? Really? Hmm. That's not good. Are we gonna have to go looting for ender pearls? Shit. Alright, chat. First person to find an ender pearl wins. Who am I talking to? How long is the Y-search radius? Ooh, that looked close. That looked like it was a close one. Don't miss shit. Let's take the manganese. Nothing. Ooh, wait, pause. Gear. I hate making these bimetal gears. Is there a staff of teleportation? No? Maybe? I mean, even the, What's that sword? The Ender. Normally this has like an enchantment that allows you to TP, right? Am I crazy or am I crazy? You're cute. Yeah, I ain't do nothing. That's crazy. Unfortunate. I really love the teleport staff. Staff of travel. Okay, okay. Dark steel, pulsating. I'm not making an autoclave, chat. You can't make me make an autoclave. We're gonna find one ender pearl, I promise. Hello. How's it going, Eternal? Man, I thought that was gonna be the one. The way I just lasered through the wall for this thing. I don't know. Man, no spaghetti. Alright, I need to put some shit away. But I have no inventory space and all of it's so important. Infinity bimetal gear. I don't like crafting this. Please, 9. No more Lost Cities looting. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks. What? I'm actually doing it twice as efficient as I could be, so... Plus these bimetal gears are kind of juiced, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty useful. Wait, there is, you're right. Oh my. Oh, you're so right. Ooh, I'm taking the blaze rod. Thank you, Eternal. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's kind of embarrassing. Quiero tragar corazón, o amor de no sofrer. Mas ainda não passou. Alright, what was that again? Diamond pulsating dust. Let's do half a stack. This would be a great way to test our new smelter. So why don't I just do that? Fuck. I tried to do it too. Okay, why are you invalid structure? Riddle me this, Batman. We got 2 energy hatches. We got input output, heat-proof Invar machine casing. You're exactly where you need to be. Yeah, actually, I'm a little confounded here, chat. Did I fuck something up royally? No. Yeah, you can turn brewing stands into blaze rods. I figured that out recently, actually. Does the muffler need to be in the center of the structure, maybe? Oh, it does. Okay. Well, I actually have a solution for this that none of us are gonna like. So it's a good solution for everyone, honestly. Let's see if that works. Let's go! Oh, there is a coil boost. Okay, I was wrong. And we need to do some maintenance. Let's just grab everything and then like touch the thing. It used to be so hard to see. Fuck. Okay, how do we do alloy smelter recipes in this now? Is there like something that I need to do? Needs maintenance? What do you need, Pookie? Wire cutter. Okay, actually, that's understandable. I can spell. Dude, every day I realize I will never be soy cake. Okay, we are now idling. Ooh, we have to change modes. And it's still not working. Let's try exposing the muffler hatch and see if that's the problem, because that wouldn't be surprising. Oh my god, of course it is. That's my bad. I thought I was special. You can do that in GTNH. Oh my god, that was fast. Alright, we now have our second elevator. Let's put all this random bullshit back. Tools go there. Tools. Frame box and parts go in there. Weird shit goes in here. Parts. Weird shit. Stuff. Tools? Yes. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, we do have to mine the hole with smoke coming out of it. You're right. That is our burden to bear. Let's smack some oil sands into here. Oh man, naphtha is so good right now. That is one thing I don't like about frame boxes is they act like ladders. I wish there was just like an aesthetic frame box that just like a waxed frame box almost. That sounds cursed, and it is, but it might be nice. I can't lie. Okay, look at us. A little bit of campus beautification goes a long, long way. I guess I'll do something with this little room below here. But let's do our wildest fantasies right now, and let's get some steel going down there. That's what I wanted this for. So let's, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, okay, never mind. 2 stacks will have to do. Let me skip this song. It's a mid song. Boneless frame box. Frameless frame box. I like that. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is the sexiest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. Oh, 5 steel ingots per second. That does something to me. I love this thing. Okay, what's next? So we've got that. Do we distillation tower? Do we dare? Let's get some HV stuff going. We have stainless steel, so I'm gonna turn a stack of this straight up into plates because I know we're gonna need it. Do we dare make a distillation tower is the actual question we should be asking ourselves. And the answer is probably no, because this looks pretty expensive. So that's 6 ingots plus 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 ingots. Yeah, 6, 4 makes 2. This is a hard calculation here. 8 per 2, 4 per 1. That equals 2 steel, or stainless steel. Okay. 2 plus 6, 8 to make 2. So 4 stainless steel ingots per 1 casing. And we would need 34. Do I dare? You can shift while hovering over coil blocks to see their effects on different multi-blocks. Oh, even if you make the controller still need to build it. Yeah, exactly. I would need a ton of stainless steel. I think that's nearly 8 stacks or something. No, like 2 stacks worth of stainless steel just on the casings alone. I think instead we should do our main goal today, which was to get some AE2 stuff going. I think that's the smart way to do it right now. So let's head over to my favorite part of the mod. Let's get some AE2 going, shall we? And where do we even start with this? Everyone's locked. They all hate me. Oh, charging quartz. Okay, let's make this. Certus quartz plate, which is either a compressor or a cutter. Certus quartz block is not existing, so we need to make a compressor. LV is fine. And hello, thank you for the follow, the Slayer 350. How are you today? We can now replace our basic alloy smelter. This bad boy no longer needs anything, so... Alright, and in that we need Certus quartz dust. Beautiful. Is there another way to do this? I could just hammer... Oh, that's refined. Yeah, I guess this is the best way to do this. Other than like conventional ore rock. Fly ash polymineral mixture dust with oxalic acid? What the fuck is this? Coal fly ash? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Is this like GOG tech? Charger. Have a good stream, Square 81. Thank you for oh my god. Thank you for stopping by, lol Matt. I appreciate you coming in. Have fun with your classes today, or do your best in having fun. And yeah, much love, my friend. Nether ore of it. I mean, I have Certus quartz. I'm just wondering if there's an easier way to get the dust. Oh, and the Slayer with a raid of 6 viewers. Hello, the Slayer. How is it going? How was your stream today? What did you get up to? We also need dark steel. Yes, dark steel plates. Do we even have dark steel? Dark steel ingot is smelting. Obsidian and steel. Okay. I was doing a bunch of terraforming and a little RV there yet. Well, that's cool. What, were you playing Greg Tech New Horizons, I assume? And how do we get obsidian dust? Do we have obsidian in any good way? Fluid solidifier lava. Okay. Rock breaker. I'm beginning to think I should make a rock breaker soon, but I guess that's HV. Rock cycle simulation. I like that. That's funny. Just my vanilla world? Well, welcome. We're playing Monifactory, which is modern Nomifactory. I'm a big modded player. This is like a Greg Tech pack. Has a bunch of progression and quests and shit. Yeah, I am going to be in Project Singularity. I'm surprised that... Well, actually... Yeah, I'm surprised you're not playing GTNH if you know about it. Most GTNHers or people who know about it are very obsessive. I know I am. Alright, let's grind up some steel into dust. We need to find some obsidian somehow. I'm not really sure how we're going to do this. We could probably actually go to the nether and steal a bunch of lava. I think that'll be our easiest way to do this. So let's head over there. Cake is there. Woof, okay. I would love something that's a little bit closer to the lava. That works. That's nice. I played Greg Packs. I was just playing vanilla for stream tonight. Oh, okay, that does make a lot of sense. Okay. And how did that go? So you said terraforming and a little RV there yet. Lovely. Lovely. Well, thank you for the raid today, my friend. I appreciate that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, woo, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2. Big. Where is that? Oh, there it is. There's not a single day I don't spend thinking about Greg. God damn it. It placed my... I was wondering if I lost one. Okay, well, whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. Let's get our fluid solidifier. We do need a block mold, which I'm not sure if we have already, but that is something we can do. Steel plates already. I stick around the Flurbin server. Lovely. Well, it's lovely to have you, Slayer. Gotta go to class. Bye-bye, Eternal. Thank you for popping in today. I played a little bit of Monifactory. It's been a while, and I only got to start MV. That's where we're at, like, the end of MV, just about. We've, like, I guess we're about to get HV machine hulls, which is theoretically HV, but I don't really know. The tiers are so weird in this, because there's no questbook page per tier, which is, like, probably one of the bigger gripes I have about the pack. Okay, grab that and that. Put the mold in and chuck our lava. And man, is that fucking slow. I guess it's automatic though, so I can't really complain. Got an ad, so I can't hear what you're saying. Damn. Well, I appreciate you joining. Let me know when you're back, I guess. Is what I would say if you could hear me. Alright, back to AE2. We do need to grab this charging quartz while we wait for the dark steel to dark steel itself. I swear we had some more of this. I don't know where it all went. We've got one plate, I guess. Well, whatever. I guess we'll craft it out. What is the rest of the stuff we need, though? We need fluix, which involves submerging charged Ceres quartz, redstone, and nether quartz in water. Or I can do this 1-second mixer recipe, which I think I much prefer. Implosion compressor. Yeah, I think the mixer recipe is going to be where we're at. Ad's over now. Lovely. So the one thing I would say is that we're about to hit HV, and my biggest gripe is that the quest book pages aren't organized by energy tier, so I don't feel like I know what tier I am in at any given time. Like, it's just kind of up, it's kind of a wash, like it's kind of up in the air sometimes. Where did I put that polyethylene? Right here? Okay. Yeah, we are. So AE2 is theoretically MV plus, or like it is MV plus, but we're gonna be doing it a little bit earlier than normal, or at least earlier than sane. I don't know. I don't really know when people normally do things in this pack. I'm being silly. We do need some rubber. Let's chuck that in to get some rubber going. I think I was advised to wait until HV to do AE2, and we're like pretty much there. So the next thing I need is gold cables. So let's make a ton of gold wire. Tier 1, I guess? Yeah, 1 times gold wire. And then we have a choice between a full bucket of liquid rubber or half a bucket of liquid silicon rubber. I don't know if we can make silicon rubber yet? Polydimethylsilicane, methanol, hydrochloric acid, silicon dust. All of this seems possible, just a little bit annoying for our current infrastructure. Hydrogen, carbon. That's very doable. Methanol. And then hydrochloric acid would just be, we need to get chlorine, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But that's always going to be a pain in the ass, so. Alright, there's our rubber. There's our cable. We have some more transistors. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm gonna chuck these transistors in our circuit crafter so we can make a couple more of those, because we have some locked and loaded up, right? We just need to keep the annealed copper bolts and fine gold wire on us. Fine electrum wire, my bad. Does anyone see the electrum wire? Did we not make enough? I swear we did. Oh, there it is. It's just auto crafting that needs HP. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's pretty much what I heard, I think. Or at least that makes sense with what I've heard. Alright, so grab this, grab our cables, grab our polyethylene, and that is our first HV machine hull. And for some reason I got 3 tasks completed with that. And our first Moni dollar, let's go, we're rich. We are rich. What's next? HV assembler? We do have the circuits for it, we just don't have the... Oh my god, that is expensive. Yeah, that's gonna be post AE2. We're not doing all that. Alright, so we'll grab our obsidian, turn it into dust. Let's also do a little bit of an inventory purge right here. Grab some of this stuff and just shuck it all together. Fine tin wire can go. The electrum wire I want to keep on me. Certus quartz plate will keep. Raw rubber pulp will go in here. Dude, our naphtha setup is like kind of killing it, to the point where I think we should make like another drum or bigger drums to hold more naphtha, because we're kind of going insane on it, actually. That's insane. That feels really good to have. I cannot lie to you. Let's also patch up the floor there. Stairs. Can I make stairs out of smooth stone? No. Damn. Okay, let's get on track. So, with our obsidian milled out, we need to mix it with some steel dust. I'm gonna go over to our MV mixer because I don't want to wait for my entire lifespan for this to happen. And I guess that's circuit 0. That's a little bit of dark steel. How much do we need for what this is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be perfect, actually. I'll hop on over this way. And we can just turn this to electric furnace mode for like 5 seconds. Yeah, there we go. That's really nice. Holy moly. Nobody move, there's blood. What kind of power source do you have? We're running naphtha. So this is raw oil from, I guess we can mine some oil sands. I really do want to top this off today. We've got oil sands dust being centrifuged into raw oil, which is then distilled into sulfuric naphtha, desulfurized with hydrogen in a chemical reactor, and then turned into naphtha. And naphtha is a very good power source. It's powering all of our MV machinery and our electric blast furnace at HV, and it's rocking. It's going insane. I think naphtha is probably one of the strongest Greg Tech energy sources there is, period. I learned this from the Australian GTNH players. They got really mad. I made a power gen video a while back with GTNH, and the Aussies like gang stalked me for a month because I didn't include naphtha in my power gen thing. It was so funny. They teamed up on me. It was so funny. Alright, let's make an AE2 like workbench area. Something cute. Something small. Yes, do not get in between Aussies and their naphtha. And hello, Soul Sir. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that. How are you today? Yeah, I'm not a big sugarcane person. I don't like the idea of sugarcane as a renewal or like a any type of fuel. So I've been like opting away from fuel sources that I just don't really fuck with. I'm just playing with whatever I think looks the most like, I don't know, fun, I guess. I do like limiting myself in small ways, just nothing that like handicaps me. I'm also not doing diamond generators, so if you want to like abuse the game and get through it as fast as possible, there are these numismatic generators, these things that take currency like diamonds, and you can make like a fully renewable, fully self-sustaining diamond farm with these shulkers. I just don't really mess with this that much, so I'm not going to use it for main power because I don't feel like it. YouTube recommended me that power video specifically, and I decided to try GTNH because of it. Lovely. I didn't understand a thing, but I was curious. I'm glad that you found that, and I'm glad that that sparked curiosity in you, Dumpster. That's a fire name. I love that. Thank you for popping in and telling me that you feel that way. I appreciate that. All right, let's grab some crystals. I don't know if I need to like power this thing. Oh, fuck me. It needs AE power. We could do this over at Mob Simulation. Because then I could just... Or I could just make another numismatic dynamo. I was just telling you guys about how I hate those things. But I don't have any like good ways to get FE otherwise. And I don't feel like doing something permanent. Let's make a second Numi. I think we'll need it for something later anyway. Hand crank! Holy shit, you remind me of this. I need to make this. There's nothing fucking funnier than the hand crank. I need this so bad. Let's go. We're just cranking it. Cranking that shit. It's so silly. I don't even think I got the charged Certus quartz. What? Oh, does it take a while? I wish I had gone this route and ignored diamonds. It's honestly so annoying having to use a bunch of HNN power. That probably makes sense. Let's go. Is it charging my shit? Oh, what the? I broke the hand crank? No. How else am I gonna crank my shit? Why does this exist? Who is like, yes, this is what AE2 needs? I cranked it too hard. I cranked that shit right off the bone, bro. Do not clip that, please. Okay, what the fuck do I do with charged Certus quartz? Fluix? Do I have the mixer here? No, I guess I'll just run my ass over to this one. And then we need water in here. Charged Certus, and then the other thing. Point the clicker. Oh, I needed that, didn't I? Didn't I? There we go. 10 more HV circuits is a really good feeling. I cannot lie. Batch crafting in this game is very rewarding. Always batch craft. Unless you're streaming, then don't do that. I want to make downstairs look a little prettier than it is right now. I think that's going to be my current goal. Charging Certus cords with bare hands is brutal. Come on, we're Greg Tech New Horizons players. We can take it. We've been known to crank it a little bit. And is AE2 EV and Moni as well? No, we're in MVHV era. AE2 is like MVHV, which is kind of lovely, honestly. Like, for this pack, it makes a lot of sense. It's not supposed to be, like, super hardcore gating, all that, you know what I mean? It's just he's just a chill guy. He's just a relaxed experience. How do I change the... What the fuck? How did you even get Blackstone? There's no Blackstone in my inventory. Where did that come from? What? Oh, it's gone too. Okay. How do I choose the block? Is it not right click? Shift right click? Oh, let's go. Oh, fuck me. Oh, it pulls from backpack. Okay, that makes sense. I have not matched. I have blah, blah, blah. I have not messed with frame blocks yet. I'm gonna wait for base building until I like really solidify in the end. I don't like doing really good base building until I am like done with most auto crafting stuff, because then I can really just crank out blocks without having to worry, and that's where I like to be. I don't like to be thinking about all that shit constantly. #1 on Twitch, and he cranked it too hard. Hello, Thorin, with the first time chatter. How's it going, my friend? How are you? Terracotta. Let's go. Okay. We're done cranking. We do need some water real quick. I have a water bucket, so that should be fine. But we also need some regular ass nether quartz and redstone. There's our water. And there's our fluix, which is like one of the basic components used, or materials, I guess, used in a lot of AE2 stuff. Anything that's named fluix is AE2. I don't know where they came up with the name fluix, but honestly, kind of fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. We NH players are used to cranking it. Pretty much. And cheers. I don't know if you can see it, but Auroras, you make life exceedingly bearable. Sad to say, but I need to go for the night. Gotta get up early for work. Well, thank you for the raid, my friend. It was lovely to meet you. And I'll see you soon on Project Singularity, it sounds like. If you're gonna be watching that. Alright, Certus quartz plates, I'm just gonna keep that in my inventory because we'll likely need it. Electrical steel is something that we have. Yes? No? Yes? Yes? Yep. I grab that. Wow, that is so slow. Holy moly. Holy moly. Moi Nicker, how's it going, my friend? Need to farm iron villagers and nether trip once you get iron pick. Iron pick. Yes, my name is Nine and I approve this message. I think. Okay, that's our last fluix plate. Let's look forward a little bit. We do need a controller. There's no channels in this pack, which is kind of funky. Oh, okay. So I also know that the ME controller can act as an energy acceptor if it needs to. So I wonder if we should just like craft through the acceptor and like just be okay with it. Crystal growing. How the fuck do we get budding Certus quartz? Huh. Are there like Certus quartz? Are there like little Certus quartz geodes around the underground? Is that what that's telling me? Notice that my power infra isn't good enough for 16 aim, but energy hatches. Oh, lovely. But I got the hub capacitor in the meteors. Oh. Oh, okay, let's go check on that then. Let's go. Oh, wait. I have some. Damaged. Wait. Decays when broken? So So do we need to get like Silk Touch? I'm not exactly sure what it's telling me. Let's try getting Silk Touch and doing that. I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's give it a whirl. I do want to process some stuff out for a second here. We need to crank a couple more of these Certus quartz to get some more charged, but crank that shit. The recipe we're looking at lets you repair them. Okay, that makes sense. Just the way that the NEI stuff is going is really confusing me. Block of Fluix. And I think it's time. We should just like craft out a numismatic dynamo and put some diamonds in it. I don't really want to deal with that. Let's grab this. Grab that. Oh, nope. Where's the other gear? I swear I just picked up energized. There we go. Buh. Silver rod. Okay. Without silk, it only downgrades once on the break. Okay, you place them to grow and recharge with CCQ. You can upgrade them to not degrade. Hold G on the Certus Quartz bud. It may have some info. Oh, okay. Certus Quartz buds will sprout from budding Certus blocks, similar to amethyst. They are found in meteorites. The 4 tiers of budding Certus blocks: flawless, flawed, chipped, and damaged. Okay. With flawed, chipped, and damaged budding Certus, every time a bud grows by another stage, the budding block has a chance to downgrade by 1 tier, eventually turning into a plain Certus Quartz block. If broken with a regular pickaxe, they'll degrade by 1 tier. If broken with Silk Touch, they will not degrade unless they were flawless. Flawless cannot be picked up and moved with a pickaxe. Instead, spatial storage? Oh my god. Flawed, chipped, and damaged budding Certus can be crafted by throwing the previous tier of the budding block in water with 1 or more charged Certus crystals. Okay, I see what's happening. So we can upgrade them by chucking them into water and with some charged Certus. I'm gonna make this Numi generator just for this thing because I don't want to deal with this right now. And then we're gonna just charge up a bunch of these shits. Okay, do we have energetic alloy? Glowstone, gold, electrum, that's not it. Energetic alloy, okay. Let's go. Now I need to mix this with something to make the next alloy. Ender pearl dust, okay. Take me to the bridge. You can obtain the flawless one with the cut and paste gadget. I like that. I was thinking about that. In my mind, I was like, if I had matter manipulator or something like that, I'm sure I could figure this out. But I do not have matter manipulator, but the cut and paste gadget is funny. I don't know if the flawless bud is why it's HV recommended, because it didn't seem like there was a... It didn't seem like there was a actual... There's no gating on this recipe, right? This is EBF territory, yeah. Luckily, our EBF is juiced out the waz. Should really move that controller to somewhere a little more accessible. 10 seconds. Let's go. Oh, flawless is different? Man, give me a break, bro. Oh, flawless is an HV autoclave. And do I need this for anything, like, desperately, desperately? Or is this just for, like, a renewable farm? Because I could just mine Certus quartz otherwise, right? Who's gonna stop me? So let's put that to rest for now. And then keep working on our main point of issue. 2 of these coils. Red alloy plate. There we go. All right, there's our second Numi, and I'm just gonna point this bad boy directly into the back of this. No, I'm not, because this game hates me. There we go. Grab a couple of diamonds. And I know that I can automate this. I don't know if anything like automatically pulls or anything, but I might be able to just hopper this straight up. We do have an assembler, so maybe I should do that. Iron plate, iron plate. Just a farm. Okay. This is the auto farm. It's pretty fast for a small size with AE2. That's lovely, actually. I'm going to be excited. I actually really like that because there's not enough like unique farms in GregTech New Horizon. I mean, there's like bees, there's crops, but I feel like having something that's like in game that you actually have to harvest yourself, like these amethysts and the crystal thingies. I like that. I love that there's like unique ways to get resources passively. So hands off, hats off to Pansmith for that one. That's a smarty. Smarty right there. I'm not even speaking English right now. I think it's almost bedtime. Okay, and then the other thing we need to do is probably just get a drawer of some kind. And there's like upgrades, right? What is that? Down something. Not downgrade. I literally just did this today. What is this thing called? Pusher upgrade. I like these things. Just realized that putting this right here is gonna cover up like the most important part of this. Oh, nope, I can still see it. Alright, does that work? That's just modern AE2 in general. It has this. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of that. Holy fuck, that is fast. That is so much faster than just cranking that shit myself. Now we're talking. You're a little bit loud today. I want to go on some good music right now. House of Woodcock is pretty fire. Dirty Air Force Ones. It's a good one. Sunshine. Okay. Grab that. We need to decimate some of the Fluix population and turn it into plates. And then what were we doing? We were making an ME energy acceptor, I believe. So that's a quest. There we go. We also need to turn this into an ME controller, which is dark steel and more Fluix plates. So let's get on some more dark steel. That one I didn't even think about. That would be these two bad boys going together. It can push from any direction, not just down. Oh, true. True. You, my friend, are a smarty. And I appreciate you. How do we right-click in a GUI? Northeast. Big. You. Mwah. Thank you. Smart. Oh, and we're out of water. Yes, that makes sense. Are you not a smelting recipe? You are a smelting recipe. Do I need to, like, toggle you? Huh? Okay. My bad. Yeah, wait, what is going on? This needs to be electric furnace mode, and okay. Something funky was happening right there, chat room. That's not my fault, I swear. A guide? Oh, I'm not reading all that shit. Put that away. I'm a streamer, I don't read. Okay, let's get back to it. So, we need an ME terminal, which is some type of illuminated panel. The three different illuminated panels always fucking, that fucks me up. I don't get that. That makes me angry. How do I tell the difference between the three different illuminated panels, chat? Certus quartz dust. Is it this one that I want, the Greg Tech version? I guess we just macerate it. That's what we're here for? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dude, Auroras gets it. Auroras gets it. Alright, there's our ME controller. One should be enough for now. Take a little pic of that. And then let's figure out this glass, silly glass stuff. There's got to be like an efficient and an inefficient recipe for this. So for the ME terminals, we need a regular illuminated panel, which is quartz glass, but there's only a crafting recipe for this, which kind of blows my mind. I feel like that's always an alloy smelter recipe in every other pack that I play. There's some illuminated panels, and let's grab that and turn that into a terminal, which will be very useful. That's how you interact with the contents of your AE network. Do I need an ME chest to make a drive? Yes. Aluminum crate, quartz glass, illuminated panel, and a bunch of different plates. Sad little song. I remember the person who recommended me both of these songs. Dirty Air Force Ones is what we're currently listening to, and then Lucy by Still Woozy. It's fantastic. Okay, there's our plates and shit. What do we need? Block of dark steel. More quartz glass. And aluminum crate. That's a weird one. Uh-oh. I pressed something that was not kind. Okay, shaders reloaded. This dark steel shit is gonna kill me though. It's so much. It's 18 blocks, or 18 ingots of dark steel is actually a ton. We also should probably make another stack upgrade at this point. For all of this shit. But I don't think that's gonna happen. We're just gonna have to tough it out till AE2, folks. Holy moly. Hey Vin, how's it going, my friend? I haven't been able to stop by a stream recently. I actually was thinking about that today, how I missed that. How are you doing? Alright, somehow, chat, we need to get our hands on a ton of obsidian dust, and we need a much faster way of doing this because what we're doing currently is not going to cut it. I wonder if there's like underground lava lakes that I could just bully. Got our this, got our that. We're actually streaming some evenings now, Thursday, Friday, so maybe you can, in the future. Oh, lovely. I miss the evening stream times. I miss when you guys did those evening stream times. That shit was fire. I would always just hop on and because that's when I'm awake. I'm such a night owl. I'm always, like, it's 1 a.m. for me. I always stream at this time. This is when I'm the happiest. Because no one else is awake. Ah. That's everything. There we go. Alright, let's go find an underground lava lake, shall we? Ooh, maybe the ancient city has lava, like exposed lava pools, now that I think about it. I remember that, like, one of these caves goes all the way down to the ancient city. I think this is it. How are you doing, Vin, by the way? How is Gata? What the heck is that? Is that an oil spout? Oh my god. Scary. Yeah, how is Gata and all of that? I think I went the wrong way, chat. Naming Steve. Ah, that looks right. Ain't that cool? Ain't that sick, chat? Yeah, yeah. Quit yapping, skulk sensor. I'm really just praying that my magnet can do this. I'm good. I haven't been able to beyond the past 3 days. I think the guys are close to Steamgate. Lovely. I haven't kept track, but that sounds sick. Oh, Enderhook. Yeah, yeah. There's hooks in this pack. I think you and Kat should play this pack. I think you'll both love it. It's really good, but there's like a hook that you can throw out and it'll like pull you to its location. This one is a really fast, like the latest one you can make. It's a little overpowered. Oh, the skulk. Wow. The horror game sounds are throwing me off a little bit, I do admit. Ugh. I feel like that's eating all of my obsidian that I'm mining. The, you know, open exposed flames. Still a lot faster than my other method, I suppose. I gotta go to bed, says Voidbound. Enjoy the rest of stream. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you hopping in today. It was lovely to see you, Void. I hope you get some good sleep. Looks fun to use. Cat refuses to play this pack because of no magic. Well, you know what? Now that Cat is a seasoned Gregor, I think she should reconsider, frankly. There's the magic of end cities and good-looking shaders. I'd say that's pretty magical. Oh, that was almost not great. Okay, let's skedaddle our way out. And the cave generation is pretty sick, I cannot lie. I'd like to lie, but I cannot. Hey, Tosh. You can use void crystals for dark steel? I think that's black steel, but let me check, because you might be right. I am the noob here. Okay, macerator time. Okay, let's check this black steel, or dark steel. Oh my god, it was an alloy smelter recipe the whole time. Okay, I'm silly, chat. I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm silly. Hey, Nine, I've been trying to sleep, but I can't. I'm sorry about that, my friend. I'm hoping that my riveting gameplay will put you straight to bed. Dude, sometimes this thing does not fucking figure it out when I'm changing it between modes. But I understand not being able to sleep. That's like my least favorite feeling in the entire world. Oh my god, we're rich now. Wow, this is a song to come on. I'd wake up my parents since we have dogs. Oh, true. You just gotta thug it out. I'm personally a fan of ASMR. That always gets me to sleep. Let's wire mill some of this before I don't remember. Oh my god, chat. That is so much faster than GregTech New Horizons. Making these little fucking quartz fibers takes like eons in GregTech New Horizons. It's actually a travesty. It's actually a crime. I'm so glad that that's not the case in this pack. Holy moly. Oh, I love you, Alloy Smelter. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Where's our Fluix crystals? Let's make half a stack of this. I feel like that's a fair number. And then what are we doing with the dark steel again? Are we making a block for this or two? Yes. Okay, there's our ME chest. That's golden. Ooh. Ooh, I know what to play. Guys, we're listening to Weezer right now. This is the best Virgin music ever. Oh my god, I love Weezer. MV sensor is Electrum rod plus some fancy emerald. Nine, when you listen to music, are you able to turn off your brain and not analyze it? I used to have that problem. When I listen to music, it's like when I'm playing a video game and I get lost in it. Actually, this is the best way of describing it ever. I had never thought about it this way. When I listen to music, it's like I'm like inside the music. I like dissociate into the music and we go on a little deep dive together. And I like get totally invested to the point where I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. And that's really bad, but also it helps me sleep. So I actually put on music to help me go to sleep. So that's where I'm at. I can turn off the analysis brain, or maybe it's always on. I don't really know. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Hello, Kipsy. How's it going? Hello, Orange. How are you today, my friend? How is Gata going? I don't know where that came from. It's overcome by spontaneous emotion. Okay, there's our rubber. No, it's huge. Like, I fully dissociate into it, and I actually really love that. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Oh, forget it. When I was in my 20s, every song I heard, all I could do is map out the chords in my brain. I don't have perfect pitch, I have relative. So I don't know if I can speak to that experience, but I do a little bit of chord mapping here and there. Phenolic circuit board. I am dying. Resistor diode gold silver. Resistor diode? Get down to work. Gold silver. Handcrafting Steamgate parts, lovely. But gonna finish the Strawn's gears and go to bed. What the hell is Strawn's, bro? What the hell is that? Until you love me. There we go. There's our MB circuits printing. How do you like Moni compared to GTNH? I'm actually loving it so far. It's a different pack fully, right? But it is so much more chill than GTNH, and it is like a much needed break that I think without this I might go insane. Like going directly into Project Singularity from here without the Monifactory break would have probably been a very bad thing to do. So I'm very thankful for it. It's really fun. I like it a lot. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to play GregTech but is feeling like GregTech New Horizons is way too much of a commit, because like that's a totally respectable place to be. Okay, give me my circuit, please. There's our MV emitter, which leads us to our first ME drive. I'm not going to set this up yet. I will be setting this up in the end, which is where I want to be. We could do a drive upgrade, which I think Maybe I'll let that slide for now. Soldering alloy. Oh god, we need to get these damn inscribers set up. Or do forming presses. I hate inscribers, bro. This shit makes me angry. Which is why we should probably knock it out right now. Luckily, storage components are cheap as fuck. Yeah, that's very easy to make. Tempered glass is arc furnace. We could do that. I think we're gonna need a little more sand. We also should get the red alloy stuff. 3, 1. Oh, and I love having this smelter. Oh, joy. So another thing in Monifactory is the Multismelter does alloy smelter recipes, which, oh my god, it's so nice. There is Briel, which is bronze and steel. Whoa. Okay, I think that's pretty much... We're pretty close to all I want to do today. I think the music is getting a little loud. We need something a little quieter, I think, as we wrap up the night. Little Phoebe Bridgers never hurt nobody. Yeah, I don't have to worry about mobs, hunger. All the early game stuff is a little bit quicker, so I don't need to like slog my ass through early game, which is oh so beautiful. Oh so beautiful. Strons is literally made up of 2 bronze and 1 steel. GTNH fucking devs making up the silliest names for everything imaginable. Yeah, you know what? That could be your selling point to Cat, Vin, is that it's chill. There's nothing trying to kill you 24/7. Maybe we should just start off with 4Ks. Straight up. Oh, maybe we shouldn't start off with 4Ks. Is it recursive? Please tell me that it's not recursive. God, it is recursive, and there's no non-recursive recipe for it. That actually does piss me off a little bit. We live and we live. Can I, like, unbox this like I can in GTNH? No, I can't. Okay. Then how do I make these electrical steel? Silicon and steel. Oh man, that is so nice. Cozy. And the whole mobs off thing, good point. She will love that. I think she will. You're gonna do... Oh my god, Factorio, unironically? Beautiful. Shift right click. Oh, nice. Thank you. I totally forgot that that was how that worked. Are we not allowed the 4K yet? Oh, we need to do some other stuff. I'm gonna say that I did, because we did. Let's make our inscriber before I get off tonight. Let's see what time it is. 1:32? Yeah, I've only been streaming for 2 hours. We got this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. This. Grab that. Grab that. Grab this. Man, that was easy. What are our inscriber recipes? Printed, calculation, diamond to get some other stuff. Whoa. Got some funky ass recipes over here. HV circuit to make accumulation processor. What is that? I'm not even gonna ask, chat. I don't even want to know. Printed calculation circuit. All of these are redundant. How do I get this silicon? Certus quartz smelted into silicon? What the helly is going on there? Thank you, Parif. I appreciate that. That was some elite ball helping knowledge. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Quantum bridge, dude, what are these recipes? Okay, I'm just gonna pay attention to what I know, which is gold, silicon, which is gonna be Certus quartz dust melted down, Certus quartz and diamond. Gold. Put that shit in there. Hello, real acrobes. Hi, I am new in your stream. Love your YouTube video. Where are you right now with your Dune project? Everyone wants to know about the Dune project. I have kind of given up on making videos for the Dune project. I am sorry to say for anyone who is really interested in that. But the community server is still up. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been making a lot of videos for that, but I will be picking back stuff up for Project Singularity. For me, it's just making videos is very hard to make it like consistent. So that might be like half of the battle there. I don't know. A lot of people ask about Dune Run though. All right, so I think that's like pretty much everything we need to create like a basic storage system. I guess I'll make a couple more of these cell housings and then we can just like drive it up. Just make 4 1K drives because that's probably more than enough for anything we have right now. And then that's it. That's it for today. We are prepared tomorrow for our big move to the end. That should be very doable. Thank you for joining me. It was very fun today playing with you guys, making things a little bit cuter. We worked on our Naphtha setup. Let me take some photos actually. So that's Naphtha reimagined. We got our multi-smelter over here. And I need to take a picture of how fast this thing moves, honestly. There's that. What else did we do today? A little bit of AE2 stuff. Let me put that all down so that way we can see it. There's the drive. There's the terminal somewhere. Where are you? I feel like I just saw it and now I'm tweaking out. Let's take the HV machine hull. There we go, terminal. Beautiful. I think that's everything. I'm happy with what we did today. Wow. Streamer brain is hitting me hard right now. Thank you for joining me. Let's go find somebody to raid. Let me catch up with chat real quick. I know from personal experience, splicing up a stream into short video form is very time intensive. Yeah, it is. Don't worry. Thank you for the info. I guess everyone loves this Dune project. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Hot in the Edge. Good night, 9. Maybe I can wait until the ad is over. Let's see. Raid channel. $3J Lowe's is up. Let's see who else is playing, just to check. Any new faces? Wow, there are a lot of new faces playing GTNH. Who am I gonna give you to? Gotta spread the love here. Okay. There's MP3 141. I like the vibes. MP3 is always good. And there's Captain Crony. Let's try MP3. We like that. So as we leave today, as we start this raid, I always want you to know that I love you. I think you should love yourself too. Be kind to yourself and others and do the best that you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got this. Let's go raid MP3 141 and give them as much love as we can. Keep yourself tuned in for Project Singularity stuff. That's happening November 1st. I think I have to wake up real early, or maybe it's 12 p.m., like noon. So I'll have a very early stream, like maybe 12 hours behind what I normally do for the opening of Project Singularity. So tune in for that, y'all. That'll be this Saturday. Peace, y'all. Where are you, VOD? There you are. Good night, VOD.